Daytona, not really the Daytona 500 for Hennessy Performance Racing League Truck Series, but it is a series opener nonetheless. I'm joined up here in the booth by Big Jim 11, and I am Captain Dead Dad. Anyway, Jim, what are your expectations for the day?
Oh man, trucks might be one of the more difficult series to make passes on, but with the talent pool in this league, in the truck series, I think you're going to see a lot of it tonight.
I'm sure. I mean, we've got plenty of new arrivals down into the truck series, such as Mayhem, who's dipped himself down from the Xfinity series after only getting, I believe it was 3 wins last season in the Xfinity series. So it'll be interesting to see how well he can do this series. Is anyone you're particularly watching for this, mainly just Daytona?
Just for Daytona, well, as I look through the list of guys that have confirmed their attendance in this one, I'm really looking at Tiger NASCAR. I think he's a really strong race car driver, and I haven't really seen him in trucks, but I'm interested to see what he can do tonight in the Next Era Energy 250.
Yes, Tiger NASCAR. He was previously a Cup Series driver last year, but halfway through the season he had a couple of issues come up, and he had to take a break, sadly. But it is amazing to see him back and into a slot back with his old team with Chip Ganassi. So it'll be interesting to see how he does not only today but throughout the rest of the series for him, or season for him.
Yeah, definitely.
Anyway,
I guess I can kind of go through who's in this race tonight.
Yep.
Basically, I don't have the starting grid because they're doing qualifying right now, but Ghost Killa 99109 being the number 98 truck, Mr. Huff in the number 21, GU, one of the outstanding drivers from last season in the truck series, will be piloting the same truck he did last season, the number 44, Freedom Flyer 863, the number 16, TGS Predators, the number 26, Dank Booty Flakes, keep an eye on him tonight, he'll be in the number 40, Solis, number 99, Mayhem tomorrow, you already referenced him, he'll be in the 88 truck, Dalator, he had the scuffle with GU in the championship race, in the championship 4 at Chicagoland last season, he'll be rolling off in the number 17, King Henry, number 51, Shake and Bake, number 2, Overbeak 2201, being the 34 truck, Kush Knight 420, number 4, Kluka Rules will be in the 45 truck, Tiger NASCAR in the 3, KSA Skywalker in the 15, MBD You Got Dropped in the 00, and Jason Cole will be in the number 8 truck tonight.
Now, nope, crap, it's not. Yeah, no, one car I'm particularly watching this season, since as many of you people that are watching this probably don't know, I used to be the driver of the 16 truck, and I'm honestly looking forward. I'd love to see Freedom Flyer prosper in that 16 truck. Sadly, last season I couldn't get it no wins in the truck series. We almost did, but couldn't bring it. Hopefully, Freedom can bring home a truck series win for our Bales, who sadly is not racing today because he's coming back home from a vacation, but he'll be back next week.
Yep, and our Bales being the team owner for Joe Gibbs Racing, Hattori Racing Enterprises, and Kyle Busch Motorsports, does own that 16 truck, as you already alluded to.
Yep. Anyway, as far as I know, qualifying is still going underway. I haven't gotten any call to join just yet. Jim, is there anything else that you'd like to really talk about before we actually get into the race?
Yeah, it's really going to be manufacturer versus manufacturer tonight. It seems like the Fords and Toyotas once again have made a little partnership. So where does that leave the Chevrolets? Do they have enough guys out there tonight to keep up with the Fords and Toyotas?
I mean, the Chevrolets, they tend to cover just a lot of the field in total. Chevy seems to be the manufacturer of the people, so I'm sure just by sheer willpower, I'm sure the Chevys will probably end up powering ahead, but I wouldn't just forget completely about the Ford and Toyota alliance. I mean, I wouldn't say the Chevys are dead in the water, but they definitely got a bit of challenges upcoming for this entire season.
Yeah, trying to see exactly how many Fords and Chevys are in this. Unfortunately, when I look at the race attendance, I would have to recognize which each of these numbers, which team they're part of, and I don't know. So let's just say it's probably half and half between Chevrolets versus the Fords and Toyotas.
Yeah, I would assume it's honestly pretty close to half. I mean, you've got GMS, which very clearly is the Chevy headline team owned by Riley 48, the series or the league owner for Hennessy Performance Racing League. And the only other Chevy team you have is Nice/Jordan Anderson Racing, which is headed by Brody. So, I mean, the Chevys, well, yeah, they're outnumbered. They do have some pretty good talent in GU in the 44, and as well as TTV Kluka. Both of them are honestly pretty decent. Again, like you referenced earlier, Tiger NASCAR, the one that you're wanting to watch for today, with him being a former Cup driver, they've definitely got plenty of talent, and I'm sure they could definitely prosper this season.
Looking through here in the Discord, it sounds like a Chevy must have won the poll because they're saying Chevy was 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, and sixth was the first non-Chevrolet. So big showing right there, just out qualifying.
Yeah, definitely. Like I said, even though the Chevys seem outnumbered for this race, you definitely cannot forget about them. If the Fords and Toyotas want to break that Chevy 1 through 5, they need to just forget entirely about what team they're on and just go Fords and Toyotas together are strong. They just need to work with each other regardless the manufacturer for Ford and Toyota, regardless the team, regardless the number. So, yeah, I'd like to figure out who actually ended up winning pole, but not really being able to see anything.
Yeah, we don't have a stream up yet, so that's going to be a problem.
We don't have sadly, we're not going to have the lap counter for the race, so.
Maybe.
Actually, not too much of a surprise, but the person that got the pole for the series opener for the truck series is Dank Booty Flakes in the I believe it, yeah, Dank Booty Flakes in the 40 truck for Nice. So I bet you he's really happy today. I mean, starting off from the pole at Daytona, while it doesn't mean a whole lot, you're not in the best of positions. You still got a pretty decent shot to win. What do you think about that?
Yeah, Dank Booty Flakes. I've seen him in other leagues, and I also know that he's been very vocal about his talents in the Discord. So, this one is going to, hype up the ego a little bit, but maybe that's not a bad thing. I mean, you want all the confidence you can going into a super speedway, the opener. You want all the confidence you can have. So, that's pretty big for him.
Yeah, I'm sure he's absolutely happy for today to not only get, I believe, his first pole in the truck series, but the first pole of the season of the series opener. Hopefully we'll actually watch him and see how he does throughout the race.
So I think Mayhem is asking for a 2-minute delay so they can get MBD You Got Dropped into the lobby. He must have lagged out.
Yeah, no, I think, sadly, MBD, he had missed qualifying for the race, so he's going to end up starting from the back. The Penske truck team's star truck driver, sadly, or star truck drivers, may I add, of 00 and MBD and the 32 of Code Red. Sadly, Code Red is just missing the race today, and NBD is missing qualifying, but it'll be interesting to see how NBD can do starting from the back, because it doesn't tend to be a terrible place to be. You get to avoid a lot of the action that goes on up front and just hang around and slowly move up front.
Yeah, for sure. And man, I wish I could go over and tell you guys all what the race teams, all the rosters for all the teams are, but I think we're going to get the go-ahead to join here very quickly. Got another invite from Mayhem, so I will not go into that before we, get into that lobby there.
Yeah, hopefully we can get in here shortly. Hopefully they're done with the pushbacks for us joining and the race starting finally. Is there anything else you'd like to say about this season so far?
Well, I'm just interested to see what's everyone's in the comments section. Drop your predictions. We want to know what you're thinking, because right now, just the two commentators talking about it. I obviously picked Tiger, and I think Captain Dead Dad picked Freedom Flyer, if I were to guess. So,
yep.
What are you guys thinking? I know there are a lot of team members from from around the league that are watching.
I'm sure the Crab fans will be excited to hear that Crab is actually not gone from Hennessy, but he is back, and he's in the Xfinity series. So keep an eye on him tomorrow, the 21 Xfinity car. So I'm sure his fans will come out in droves just to see him make the Daytona start. So I'm getting a prediction from Heredia, who last season he was last season's Cup Series champion. He's calling Ford will win. He's not giving a specific truck, but he's just saying that Ford's going to win, which, I mean, the Fords, I believe, the Fords, I think, just cleared out all of the off-season exhibition races, so there's a definite chance, a pretty good chance, that the Fords could just sweep Daytona over the next couple days. What are you thinking about that?
We can join.
All right.
They won both duels. SHR claimed both of those. Penske driver and Sharp won the Clash. And I mean, they're looking to sweep Speed Weeks and the Daytona openers. So we'll have to see if that comes to fruition. If it can stay alive tonight.
Yeah, we're definitely gonna see here. Hopefully, we can get in here shortly and see who's currently leading the race. Because sadly, as NASCAR Heat 5 is, broadcasters can only join after the race has started, so we tend to miss the first lap or two. Another prediction we have from Fistbuster69, who is a Cup driver, actually your teammate, Jim. You should probably know him. The 20 car for JGR. He's calling Toyota will win, but he's again not saying a specific driver. But
hey, I mean, it's so hard to pick just one driver.
Yeah.
You throw these guys all their names into a bucket and just pick one, because that's what Daytona is. That's why we love it.
Yeah, Daytona tends to be pretty much luck-based. A lot of people like to call it no-skill tracks, but you can't just shut your brain off for this race and call it a day. You need to know, when can I make this move? Should I go high here and follow this pack? Should I block? Should I pit now? It requires a lot more skill than a lot of people put off to make.
Yeah, definitely. And it looks like here on lap 2, everyone has kind of made a nice orderly line. We saw this in the Clash as well. Guys just trying to get settled.
Yeah, they're trying to get settled down, and as of right now, it does not look like the standings so far have really moved a whole lot. Again, you've got Dank Booty Flakes still leading the pack after the first couple laps. That's going to be a nice 2 bonus points for him just to lead the lap. And then you've also got behind him not Mr. Huff, you got Shake and Bake, who I could be wrong, but I believe he was racing for Hendrick last seaon, or at least he was a Hendrick affiliated team. Sadly, the previous season's driver, Nick, he retired about halfway through, or not halfway through, just before the playoffs had started, coming up with family issues, sadly, and we will miss him dearly, as he was probably the one that was going to win the championship had that not happened.
Right here, the outside is starting to build just a little bit now. Everyone's trying to get back to the bottom, but Ghost Killer tried making a move last lap, going into turn 1 using the outside. He's one of those guys, he's aggressive, he's not content staying back there just in line. So Ghost Killer, his name is Tim, you're going to hear me call him that a lot. He's definitely a guy that will be shaking it up here tonight.
And honestly, if there's a time to make moves, making them early just to see if you can is probably your best bet, because midway through the race you don't want to be testing those moves. You need to go, alright, I got to do this early, I got to see if I can at least do it, and then by the end of the race you need to know that you can pull off that move to either go for the win or a top 5, whatever you're going for.
Yeah, I mean, look at this.
We might have a lead change. Dank might be dropping back to save a little bit of fuel to hop into the draft of the Chevys.
He's going to let Shake and Bake go to the point.
Yeah, as of right now, there hasn't been, again, a whole lot of movement in the top 5. It's still mainly Chevy dominated, but the first car that you will see that is definitely not a Chevy is the 15 of QSA Skywalker. He was driving the 34 in the Cup season last season, or Cup Series last season, but again, it's just a whole lot of time stuff, and the Truck Series ended up fitting a lot better for him. It'll be interesting to see how he does for the season. Yeah.
Outside again, they're just so far back. And I mean, they see the guys on the bottom trying to save fuel. They're trying to take advantage. I think the 99 just got put in the wall. Now he's going to get squeezed to the wall by the 33. This might cost him the draft. So Blease is in danger of losing the draft after getting squeezed to the wall.
Yeah.
And that's the danger. I mean, the Truck Series, I don't mean this in any disrespect, but a little less experienced. So it's harder to know if someone's going to hold the line to your inside. If you try making a move to the outside, you got to be confident the guy on the inside isn't going to squeeze you into the fence up there.
I mean, I wouldn't call the Truck Series, I wouldn't say every single person in the Truck Series just has a lot less talent. It's more of a mix of talent, because you've got the real talented guys. You've got your Mayhem Tomorrow, you've got your Freedom Flyer and your King Henry, you've got QSA, NBD, Code Red. And, I mean,
time out on that one. Is Mayhem Tomorrow on pit road for you?
Yes, he is.
I think he might have internet connection issues.
Yes, I think he was talking about that earlier today, and he said his Wi-Fi was acting up, so sadly it seems like Mayhem is out of the race, and that is a rough truck start. And actually an update from Joker, who is the 88 car in the Cup Series. He drives for Riley, the league owner. Apparently his parents called him down. So that's why Mayhem had to leave, which completely understandable. While we do love him very much, that is a hard F for Mayhem. He'll be getting last place points for the season opener.
That stinks for him. I know he was looking forward to Daytona and bringing it home for the Fords. He's going to have to just watch on the sidelines now and hope that Ford can bring it home for the team.
Yeah, hopefully. I mean, he's got some pretty decent drivers. I mean, so far, his highest driver right now, it looks like the 98 of Ghost Killer, who I believe is in either 9th or 10th. Which, yeah. I'm not too certain.
It could actually be QSA Skywalker, who might be the best Ford right now, running fourth.
The best Ford, yeah, but I'm talking more Mayhem's team. But yeah,
Oh, his team, yes.
The best Ford as of right now. He's in fifth, I believe.
Yes.
Or sixth. Sixth? That don't
This
sound
though
right.
will battle for the lead. This might be close to the final laps of the stage because the 21, 45, 2 all shaking it up. And that was the last lap of stage 1.
All right. So who got the stage win? I believe might have been the 2 or the 45.
It was the 2, shake and bake.
Yep, good job. Yeah, good job to Shake and Bake. And I actually got that wrong. Shake and Bake was not a Hendrick car last season. He drove for SHR in the Truck Series, if I'm not mistaken. Thank you, chat, for correcting me on that one. But yes, your top 5 for stage 1 would be Shake and Bake in the 2, 45, which is TTV Kluka, the 40 of Dank, the 3 of slipping my mind, Tiger NASCAR 1, and I believe it was the 21. Yeah, coming back to the line here, it seems like Dank just kind of dropped. It seems like his pit crew didn't exactly have a very easy start, or a very good pit, rather.
He probably accidentally went with 4 tires or something there when he meant to go with 2. Because I don't think he wanted to be this far back in the pack.
Yeah, I don't think that was in the plan to get pushed all the way back here into the middle of the pack. There's been a lot of jostling around back here. You've got a lot of people tapping that bottom line throughout the corners and just getting sent slightly up the track.
And we've seen a lot of hate for Kluka up here, but look at who's leading. Look at who's leading this huge pack at Daytona. It is Kluka.
Yeah, Kluka, not exactly the most popular driver, and Hennessy in general, leading the Daytona, or the Next Era Energy 250. I have it sitting right in front of my face, yet couldn't read it anyway. Yeah, with him leading, it's definitely telling a lot of his haters, hey, I'm good. You need to just shut up and admire it and just stop calling me
look at my rear
terrible
bumper.
Yeah.
You said all that crap in Discord, but look at who's out front.
Yeah, I mean, there's no denying that he's got talent, but it tends to be with talent comes haters, so.
21 back there. Trying to see who that is. I feel like I should know.
Also, finally, the first person to break that Chevy top 5, QSA Skywalker in the 15, and followed by his teammate Daltor, a returning Truck Series driver in the 17. It looks like them two might be looking to try and make a move towards the end of the stage. I wouldn't say just yet. It seems awfully early.
Somebody up there. Somebody's in the wall. Yeah, I think someone's spinning back here. No. But somebody got really close to spinning. That was MBD, and he's going to lose the draft.
Sadly, I mean, I would like to say had he not missed quali, he probably would have been placed probably upper midfield. He definitely would have been able to probably get something done here at Daytona.
Yeah, I could tell you that even when you have a good team behind you, I had Penske and JGR behind me, I still wasn't able to make up spots in that in the duel. I mean, there just was no way. It's track position actually means a lot more than you could imagine at Daytona, especially in the first 2 stages when everybody's complacent.
Definitely. I mean, if you're gonna make mistakes, stage 1 and 2 is definitely the time to make those mistakes, because you do not want to go losing the draft in stage 3. Otherwise, you may as well kiss the rest of the race goodbye, unless there's a caution. Because once you get out of that draft, you drive probably about 10, maybe even 15 miles an hour slower than the rest of the field, and you pretty much just have to sit and wait for them to come back around and lap you and pick you back up.
Yeah, for sure. trying to see if anybody's laying off. It looks like everyone's just kind of giving a little bit of breather room not to get bumper locked. It can always be very dangerous getting put on the apron, being on somebody's bumper.
Good. I mean, you don't want to ride up too close to someone else's bumper. Oh God, it looks like they're wrecking in the back. I could be wrong
big
though.
wreck.
Yeah, there's a big wreck, and that was a
Overbeat,
caution.
Freedom Flyer. The 33 Devon baseballs in it.
That's actually a huge break for MBD, who had just lost the draft with that caution just now coming out. That might have saved his stage, but sadly, a lot of decent trucks got damage out there. The 16, the 33, and a couple of other trucks got collected in there. So.
Yeah, but you know the good thing about it, Captain, is that you're able just to come straight down to pit road, put in the 13 seconds of damage repair, and it's brand spanking new on the racetrack. So there is no
that's just how
damage.
E5 is. So I'm not really complaining. It's definitely saved me a couple of times, but come back here, restart. We've still got the 45 of Kluka leading. Yeah.
Toyotas have been kind of at the back for most of the day, other than Freedom Flyer, but, oh man, 40 just, I don't know if somebody lagged or if the 40 just didn't get going, but huge checkup on the bottom there.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't be super surprised if it was someone lagging, because sadly a lot of the people here do have that issue, or not a lot, but more a few. Hopefully that backpack or those last 5 cars, including Dank, have not lost the draft. Well, sadly there is one that has lost the draft, and that would be the 34, or the 8 truck, rather. I'm not sure what's up with him. He's going awfully slow.
So here's a little something, food for thought. We have 3 Chevys up at the very front, and then we have 3 Fords, and they're right behind. So do they make a move here for stage 2?
I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if they do. I mean, not only do the Ford. No. Yeah. No.
It would be so great to have a ticker 704.
It would be amazing. But anyway, congrats to, I believe it was Kluka there getting the stage win.
Was.
Yep, and looking into our chat, Kluka has reported back that he has won the stage 2. So we're coming up on our final stage here. This is the last leg of the race. I would love to know how many laps there are. Sadly, I don't.
Kluka, I'm going to need you to text and drive for me. Up in the lead, you're going to have to one-hand it. I don't know if you have controller or if you have wheel, but if you have wheel, one-hand it for us. Kluka says he got the first and second. Oh no, he got first and second. He got
second in the first stage, first in the second stage.
Yep. Alright. That's my illiterateness.
So, it looks like there's a bit of a shakeup here. All of the top 5 Chevys have been pushed towards the middle and the back. You've got a new leader right now, Ghost Killa in the 98, with his teammate in the 99 just behind him. I mean, this could be the break that Ford and Toyota were looking for. Well, mainly just Ford. It doesn't seem like Toyota's getting that big of a break, sadly.
And those Chevys on the top, though, they're going to close in and come down, so that breaks up the little teammate duo between the 98 and the 99.
Also, there is 28 laps to go, and coming across the line will be 27, so hopefully I can keep some track of that. Yeah, I mean, yeah, this is definitely the break that a lot of the Ford teams were looking for, just to get that group of Chevys separated from each other and put towards the back.
Yeah, right now the top 4 goes to oh, somebody in the wall.
Yeah, there's
it's
a lot
16 of Freedom Flyer.
A lot of beating and banging back there.
That's
between
caution.
The 16 and 15. Yeah, it is another caution.
That's a huge break. It didn't look like anyone spun, but NASCAR decides to throw a caution. That is a ginormous break for Freedom Flyer and the other blue truck that was back there. I don't know who it was. QSA Skywalker. Both of them would have lost the draft.
Yeah, that is definitely a pretty big break for both of them, too. Again, it's sad that the 16 truck is doing so poorly, but that's just Daytona for you. Hopefully he'll have a lot better showing next week.
So if they don't come down pit road here, which I imagine they won't be good to go if they come down. So I imagine they're all going to stay out. Do the Fords give each other some breaks up here and let each other in? Or are they going to just be clogging up the 2 lanes?
I don't see any reality in which Ford does not let up for each other.
Look at that. Look
yeah,
at that
and
right
sadly
there.
It does look like the 17 is going to bump down the 8. There might be a little bit of complaints from that one. So
the 8 was trying to let them down. The 17 came down thinking he was clear, but his spotter is paid probably $10,000 a year. And he just got ticked. He just said, I'm going to clear you when you aren't clear.
And the 8 just keeps getting bodied. It looks like he dropped back to about 10th or 11th. That's a tough break for the 8. Sadly, that is not. That is not.
About it.
Yeah. That is not just Daytona things, but that's more just Truck Series things.
I think that 8's actually going to let the 17 back in back here because I see a lot of space being given up, so 17 can slide right back in. Yep.
A pretty familiar face that we see back up in the top 3. Kluka has managed to find his way back into 3rd, just behind the 98 and the 99. So, I mean, he doesn't really have many people behind him to work with him. He's only got the 3 and what looks like the 34. Actually, no, he's got a decent lineup of Chevys behind him, so he could find his way back to the lead if he plays his cards right.
But the question is, do you even risk a move now? You know you have one more pit stop to make. Are you content just riding single file here, as most of the field seems to be doing, if not all the field, riding single file until pit stops?
I would definitely say right now your main goal is just make it to the pit stops as fast as you can and then try and make your moves. That's really when you want to try and looking for where you can push up ahead and take the lead.
That's where we usually see things change in these races, is that when pit stops come around, you usually have 2 distinct packs or more, because pit stops are just that chaotic. So you want to have that luck. That's where luck really does have to play into your hands.
I'd like to imagine probably in about 8, maybe 10 laps or so, you'll see either the Ford and Toyota alliance come down or the Chevy teams come down. But not at the same time. They're either going to try and overcut each other or undercut each other.
Oh, crash in the back, the 2!
Oh, yep, and it looks like we're having another spin. Sadly, the 2 who has collected... I'm trying
Freedom
to find
Flyer
him.
again.
Yeah. That's...
Mr. Huff was also, he was one of the initial parties in that one. Him and the 2 getting together, getting off of the auto.
Those are 2 teammates, so that's a bit of a shock there. I mean, I'm not going to go calling early season rivalries, but I don't think them 2 have been pretty good to each other throughout this entire race. Yeah, I mean...
Now, this changes things up again, because I'm not sure. I'm imagining we have 20 or something to go.
I'm getting an update. They'll have about 18 laps to go here.
So will they be able to make it on fuel? Or can you save? Because that's what I'm thinking. If maybe you're 16 laps of fuel in the tank, you can save 2 laps here. You just have to be very conservative and sit towards the back. So
I would like to say
opens its way.
I'd like to say they potentially could save if this entire field was made up solely of Matt Black, the driver of the 3 car in the Cup Series.
Might get another caution by how they're hitting the apron here, though.
Yeah, I mean, it seems like, yeah, there's a lot of jostling. You'll probably see another caution or two, potentially.
Oh, the 21's going to get left out. He has no help. He has Tiger NASCAR behind him, but that's not enough help. Is there wrecking
Oh, and
again?
there is another wreck, the 4 and the 51. It is a cold day in hell for JGR and KBM. Sadly,
we don't talk about it.
Yeah.
We don't talk about it. They're doing fine. They're just getting unlucky.
Yeah. Like I
but
totally
it does bring
didn't
out caution. I mean, it could be worse. It did bring out caution, so they get to stay in the draft.
Also, prior to that incident, Heredia, who actually is pretty good at guessing fuel strategy and whatnot, he believes that the trucks are good to go on fuel, and I would like to say with this caution, they are definitely good now.
Yeah, I don't think they even have to pit. If they're a little hesitant on tire wear, maybe they pit here. But I think you stay out and protect track position at all costs. It seems like it's going to be a wreck fest.
Yeah, I mean, the only reason you'd really come down to pit is if you were multiple laps down on fuel, which I don't see why any of them would be. But yeah, we've actually got a new leader here. I didn't call it out earlier, sadly. Once I can get to him, because I can't remember the name. Yeah, Devin Baseball in the 33 truck has taken the lead with Kluka in the Kluka in the 45 and the 26 truck just behind him.
This must have been some sort of strategy, because I don't remember the 33 truck being up here. He was involved in some wrecks earlier.
I mean,
I don't know. He's pulling that outside with them, though, trying to get them side by side so he can start Dale Jr.ing the lines.
Yeah, I mean, that is... The 33 is teammates with that 34 truck who he was trying to push, and three wide, that is not good. There's still 3 wide to back, and it looks like the big loser of that gamble was the 8 truck, sadly, again.
Yep, Jason Cole. Gonna have to bank on a caution here. He might get it, because they're still banging off the wall.
Yeah, and that looks like... That caution, sadly, that is the 51 and the 21, and the 2 again as well. And, I mean, like I said in the previous caution, I'm not going to call out early season rivalries, but that 2 and 21 being in another wreck again, I'm not too certain about them two now.
Man, so I'm looking at it. The 45's ahead of everybody up here. Did he take the lead? Did Kluka
I believe the 45 did take the lead just before that caution, although I could be wrong, as I tend to be.
I mean, that'd be big, because Kluka's one of those guys that can hold a line. I'm not saying other guys can't, but he's not a choke artist. Kluka can definitely hold his line and maintain if there's guys behind him. It looks like that's exactly what he's going to have to do here to win the season opener at Daytona.
Yep, and again, it does look like Kluka is back in the lead with the 34 and the 33 just behind him. And Dank Bootyflakes, the pole sitter, has managed to find his way back up into the top 5. And the only outlier within the top 5 would be Dalator, the lone Chevy, the lone Chevy on the inside. His teammate's a couple rows behind him. But... And
they
it
might
looks
be
like,
again.
Yeah, the 21 and...
Oh, somebody just slammed. That was the 21. Mr. Huff hard. Danica Patrick's the inside wall.
Yep, but that does not look like a caution, surprisingly.
No. That's going to do it for Mr. Huff.
Yeah, I mean, unless we get... I wouldn't really call it lucky, but more unlucky with another caution. Yeah. I like to think that's his race. It's also going to do it for
Ghost Killa and one other back here, Kush Knight. It's going to do it for them, unless they get another caution.
And they're getting real antsy, and it looks...
40 might just lagged bad.
He might have.
Oh. Caution. Oh, it's a manual caution. All right. I forgot those existed. My apologies, guys.
From what I had just seen there, it looked like the 40 had spun into the wall, hit the wall, and got himself spun back out straight and kept going. So not too sure how to feel about that one, but anyway, how many people do you think we're going to see come down pit road? I mean, would you go for the fresh tires?
Nobody. Unless you
Or-
have damage, absolutely nobody coming to pit road here.
Yeah, I mean,
it looks like Heredia says in the chat, he says there's 9 to go. You made your bed, now you got to lie in it. So everybody up here in the top 10, 15, yeah, you stand out.
yeah, I definitely do not see Kluka giving up his lead, but maybe, possibly that 40 truck, depending on what his damage looks like. We might see him come down pit road. I mean, the damage doesn't look too great, but I guess we'll see here. We'll call him out as we see it.
Looking behind the pace car, anybody gonna drop?
So,
Nobody
a
in
couple
the top
fakers.
Nobody in the
That
top
might have been
10.
pretty close on the 99, and it looks like we've had a few trucks come down. The 16, the 80, the 98, the 4, and the 21.
All guys with damage back here.
Yeah, that was pretty much the main 4 damage-wise. We'll watch and see how they come back out.
Well, I mean, I'm gonna go back up to the pack here and kind of discuss some stuff with you. This 45, is he in prime position to win this thing? Guys in the comments are saying whoever's going to be leading has the best shot, but I mean, we've seen time and time again last lap passes at Daytona. You think we'll see one here tonight?
I like to think, being that nearly the entire, well, actually no, the entire top 5 is just filled with Chevys. I don't think they're gonna fight much until like 2, maybe even 1 to go. But I'd like to think if they don't fight whatsoever, Kluka is in the position to win this entire thing.
Be big for him. And then the other thing is, you said all Chevys. Do they work out a deal like the Fords did earlier? Do they let each other in? Do you think Devin Baseball will get in between the 2 teammates from Nice?
I believe all of them have just been letting each other in. All of the manufacturers have been working with each other on letting each other in. And also, yeah, Kluka has 2 teammates behind him, so I don't see any reason why they wouldn't try and go for that 1, 2, 3, but at the same time, they could possibly end up letting in that 33 and 26 truck.
Let's see. Should be 7 laps to go when they touch the line here. Decide it for the season opener. Who's going to get it?
I mean, it looks like just by lack of communication, it looks like the 33 and 26 are going to get back in. I mean,
33 did. 26 is still in a little bit of a pickle.
yeah, no, it looked like Kluka just jumped way past his teammates, and
I can't even tell you what I'm seeing back there.
Back there, it's
what in the...
Yeah, it looks like the 8 again got himself put into the wall.
And somebody's spinning.
That looks like the 4 truck, sadly.
Cush night.
Yeah, I mean...
Gonna be an expensive day for the JGR owner. And off all this damage. Oh, look at that! The block!
Oh, I mean,
those are
it looks like
right there,
no, well, technically. Yeah, no, the 40 and 33 aren't really teammates. They're more manufacturer aligned, but it looks like the 40 is just going to let the 33 back in without much of a fight there. I mean, if the 40 and the 3 can get past that 33, they can definitely just coast easily to that 1, 2, 3 for Nice and Jordan Anderson Racing. I mean, they don't really have much other competition sitting back there, as far as I see. I mean, they've still got the 26 truck and the lone outliers rather, of Dalator and QSA Skywalker, both teammates, just behind them in 6th and 7th. So
And Chevrolet is in a very good spot right now.
oh, they're in an amazing spot, and I don't see them. I don't see them not winning this thing entirely. And also, there is 4 to go.
Oh,
so.
the 15! What a save! He keeps it up there. Able to blend it back in too.
Yeah, it looks like they might be. The 33 might be dropping back a little bit. He might be trying to get some speed to try and go for a pass, potentially on the backstretch.
Could be wrong, but I think this is 4 to go.
Nope, this is 3 to go, or coming to. Yeah, this is 4 to go. Anyway. Yeah, I mean, we could potentially see a pass for the lead here with the 33 truck.
Look at this outside, though.
Yeah, it does actually look like they're working the outside a little bit, and that is a pretty awkward mix of trucks to be on the
Chevy
outside.
Goes to the bottom.
Yeah,
But
I mean,
Delator fills in the spot. He's going to go to the top.
no one was surprised there, but yes, the 99, the 2, the 16,
They split
and the 17.
33. That's actually going to hurt the bottom line even more.
I don't think it'll hurt him a whole lot, but well,
I don't know. There's a battle going on for the lead.
Coming back with 3 to go now. Looks like they finally come back around.
Solis on the outside working by himself. He doesn't have any help.
Yeah, I mean, he's got help coming slowly along the way in the 33, the 16, and the 34, but I don't think he'll have enough time, and definitely not enough track left.
It's getting dicier and dicier. They keep getting closer and closer to each other. Some of these trucks look like they've been to Martinsville and back.
Yeah, a lot of these trucks, they're probably riding around with just way too much damage. It's Daytona can definitely do that to you. And it looks like Shake and Bake in the 2 is just going to let that 40 truck in for whatever reason. It looks like Nice Jar is lining themselves up for that 1, 2, 3.
That was 2 to go, right?
I believe that is 2 to go.
All right, next time by, somebody's going to have to do something.
Yeah.
Everybody's still in single file, trying to time up a run. Somebody back there looking for something, anything. Got to generate something at the back. You don't have any shot if you're back here behind 5th.
Definitely, and that is 2 to go. We are coming to 1. They're in the second to last turn 4. And it looks like, again, you've still got Nice and Jordan Anderson Racing just holding that 1, 2, 3.
Yep.
So,
now you see this right here. The 40, Dank Booty Flakes, gets to the bumper of Kluka Rules. He's going to push him as far as he can out front and then try to make a move, try to isolate him.
I mean, if Dank can get this done and
Tiger,
pull off
though.
the upset victory, that would be
Look at Tiger, though. Look at the
amazing
move
for
he's
him.
going to make
It
to the
does-
outside. He has a ton of head of steam with Mr. Huff pushing.
It does look like it, and Dalator is going to muscle up Dank Booty Flakes in the 40.
Tiger just cleared.
And it does look like Tiger has taken the lead, yes, with the 51 and 45 just behind him. He's still pulling the 21 truck, and it does look like
Give it a shot. It isn't enough. Tiger wins.
Tiger is going to win. Good job, Tiger. Hopefully we can get it in here. Could you try and do that real quick?
I can.
Thank you. And also Kluka as well. But yes, congrats to Tiger, and I believe your top 5 for the end of that race would be Tiger in the 3, the 45, the 21, the 17, and I believe it was the 51 or the 26.
And that right there ruins the Ford parade. They are not able to sweep Daytona Speedways.
Yes, sadly. Ford and Toyota today did not do a whole lot, as we are joined by our Next Era Energy 250 champion, Tiger NASCAR. Tiger, how did you do it?
Oh, I just want to say sorry to put it in, but I'm not just gonna lie, riding besides that, it was a pretty caution-fast race for stage 2 and stage 3. Not really
Yes, it
much
was.
other than staying in line. We all did a pretty good job staying organized the first 2 stages, and then everything happened. So.
Yes, I was absolutely filled with cautions. Now, making that move on your teammates, why do that? I mean, wouldn't you think the owner for Nice would have liked his Nice Jar 123, or do you just not really care that much? Are you out
I
there
mean,
for yourself?
like I said, I helped them for most of the race. I got them to the front, or maybe not a little bit. We got over in front, and like I said, I'm not just gonna ride in line the last lap. We're gonna make a move. There's no point. Because no one wants to see a race where everyone just stays in line the last lap. That's just boring.
Definitely. I'm glad to see you finally make your return to Hennessy after your break, and just such an explosive return, winning the series opener for the Truck Series. Jim, do you have any questions, anything to say to Tiger?
Yeah, first off, man, you were my pick for tonight, so thanks for making me look good up here in the booth. But yeah, congrats on the win. I recall another commentator in another league by the name of Joe saying that third place always seems to be the best place to make the move at a super speedway. Was there anything you did to put yourself in that position in third, in that perfect sweet spot to make that move?
Not really. I just kind of got lucky with how everything played out. Uh, I guess kind of feel bad for Shake, but like I said, it's with 2 to go. I'm not gonna let you in. I wanna, I wanna win the race too. So
Hey, you're
it's
not a
just
race car driver if you don't go for the move, man. So again, congrats on the win.
Yep, congrats again, and thank you to everyone who had showed up to watch the series opener for Hennessy Trucks. Be sure to catch us.
I'm gonna see if we can get Kluka in here
Yes,
first.
hopefully we can get Kluka in here, actually. I'd
Second
love to
place.
hear what he has to say. Again, congrats and thank you, Tiger, for joining us for an interview. We are now joined by his teammate and the man that had came up just short, TTV Kluka. How was the race, man? You led a lot of it. You won stage 2. You got second in stage 1. You were pretty much the pick to win. What had happened?
Our plan of this team was just stay together there. Tiger said he was comfortable with his position. We said we would stay together, push me to the win. My first career win. Nope, guess not. He just ditched us.
He's got plenty of other tracks, man. No one is definitely doubting your talent after tonight. I'm sure you've silenced a lot of the people that dislike you very
Cough,
much.
Joker, and Mayhem. They've said I've been.
Yeah.
They said I would have a terrible season. I make the playoffs. Look at me out here.
We're not calling names, but yeah, definitely you showed off tonight. You've definitely shown them
It's just
why
sad though
you
the
deserve.
fact that I had an amazing race too. It was a good finish though. It was a photo finish between me and Tiger though. It was pretty close.
Definitely. I mean, second is nothing to snuff at. It is still very good points, and again, leading laps, winning the stage. You're pretty much already
I
looking
think I led
golden.
the whole entire last stage besides like one lap besides Devin led that, and I led most of stage 2 too. So
Anyway,
yeah.
Jim, do you have anything to say?
Yeah, Kluka, great run tonight. I mean, winning the stage and finishing second in the other. You had one of the best cars and was really putting on for Chevrolet. It was really fun to watch.
Yeah, thank you. I mean, it was fun to race too. Shutting all the haters up that said I'd do bad.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was going to go with it. We brought up in the broadcast that you aren't well liked in the Discord, but this interview gives you a chance to say what you want to say out there to all the Hennessy Performance Racing League guys watching that have been doubting you. What would you like to say to them?
Look at me now, and you can go kiss my butt because I don't know if I can say ass. I'm straight.
I would like to say you probably can't.
Well, you said
but
it now.
Anyway, gloss
Yeah.
over that one.
Yeah, man. Well, again, congrats on second, and we'll be looking to see if you can keep that momentum going to the next couple races.
Thank you.
Anyway, congrats again to both Tiger and Kluka and Nice as a whole today for nearly getting that 1-2-3 finish, but actually coming out 1-2. And thank you again to everyone that actually tuned in for the truck season opener for Hennessy. Be sure to catch us tomorrow at 7 p.m. Eastern for the Xfinity Series Daytona opener, and at 8:45 p.m. Eastern for the Cup Series opener. I'm sure you're definitely going to get a banger of a race to watch. And thank you for joining. We're going to go ahead and end the broadcast. I'll see you all tomorrow.